Hi, my name's Vicky. I work here at We Fit Windows, Doors and Conservatories. I'm the office manager. As part of my role is to quote roofs, process those roofs. I also do some account work. I'm also the first point of call for any customer service questions or issues that need resolving. I also do some ordering of raw materials for the products that go inside our roofs. I'm going to show you how we turn your orders from pieces of paper into roofs. We've got some things to do, so what we call processing a job. Using We Fit Windows as a LEKA roof fabricator, one of the benefits is that we are centrally based within the UK. And as you can see here that we deliver all over the UK, including Wales. All these blue little dots is where we deliver to. So you can see that we've gone as far down as Plymouth and all the way up to Newcastle, including the South and North Wales. Okay, so when we process an order, the first thing we do is we check the orders, the signed confirmation from the original paperwork to make sure everything matches. What we also do is I also ask my colleague Chris, he's checked this beforehand as well, so it's kind of like a double check. Some fresh eyes always helps. And then we do a third and final check, so the paperwork matches what we have on the screen. When we're happy to go ahead with that, we then process and print the paperwork for the shop floor. Go to our report sets. We deselect. Now there's only 2 reports that we need for this roof. We need the fabrication report and we also need the boxed item report. So I click those. And now you can see that the computer is creating those for me. So we can see all of these pages, part of the fabrication report. The guys on the shop floor, they can see the type of roof it is, and they can see all the details that are important to that roof. So the colour of the fascia, the colour of the tiles. The next page is an ancillary list. So these are all the parts that go inside your boxed items, such as your hip ends, your gutter parts, small fascia parts, all your screws, all those types of things. That's what we call boxed items. So that's your ancillary list. Then you can see is the installation, your insulation. This is all pre-cut on the shop floor, so it's easy fitting. These are your top boards. Again, these are all pre-cut in our factory. Now the reason we do 2 sets is because on the shop floor, part of the factory, it's kind of like what we would, I suppose, call a production line. So you've got one area of your fabrication, which is all your bars and your insulation. And then you've got your other area, which is your boxed items, your gutter and your fascia. So we print off 2 sets of paperwork so we can split those accordingly to whichever part of the factory we want them to go. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of paperwork involved. This one's got 77 pages and this one's got 24 pages. So just give those a few minutes to print off. In the meantime, while those are printing off, what I then do is I create a delivery note. So take a snapshot of the roof like that. And I open up an Excel spreadsheet, type in all the information. So it's for one roof division. Pop in the reference and their unique letter number and the delivery address and also the delivery date. So this is due on the 6th of February 2023. So these stickers or labels, they go on to each pack. Each pack gets a number. And then they're able to match that off on this delivery note. So if you can see on the delivery note, it's pulled through all the information. Just remove these. And then I add in the roof design. Now, the reason I put in the roof design on the first page, this is so everyone the person that's delivering the roof, the person that's accepting the delivery, can see what to expect. So yeah, that looks right. I'll accept the roof. So we print 2 pages of these off, print some labels off. Okay, so everything's printed off now, including our labels. Right, so the next part is to let our customer know that we have processed this roof. So each individual job has a card, and the card is created right from the quoting. So this is Warm Roof's division card. This has got everything in here. Everyone in the office has access to this, and the guys on the shop floor have access to this. So this should have all the information on there. So if any paperwork got lost or anything like that, it should be all accessible on here. So I'm going to let our customer know this roof's been processed, and this also gives them the opportunity to have a final look at the plan and check against their paperwork that they have before it actually goes into production. Email the customer, send them a delivery confirmation. So on this information, it tells the customer what type of roof to expect, the quote number and the job number. I send the customer a delivery confirmation. This is also a good point for them to know, to have a final look at the roof to make sure that everything's right before it goes into production. So I've attached that there. So I'm happy with everything, and the last thing for me to do on the T card is to say that I've created the paperwork and the paperwork's complete. And there you can see it's put my name in when it was completed. And that's just in case there's any issues. You can come back to us, or we can come back to each other and say, if there's any issues or questions.